So we'll insert the camera down into the main sewer pipe. A couple feet of the main sewer pipe, just as it exits the structure, have been replaced in the past with newer plastic pipe. That's the black plastic pipe you're looking at here. And right here is where the plastic has been reconnected back into the original vitrified clay pipe. This is a kiln-fired clay. It's good material for main sewer lines because it doesn't rust, rot, or corrode. Clay pipe can be damaged by seismic activity. It also has a tendency to allow for roots to intrude at the joints, such as we see here. Now, typical root intrusions normally can be maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. That's one of the reasons for a main sewer line cleanout, so that you have access, so that a snake or a rootering machine can go into the line on occasion to clear out the roots. Here at 11 feet we have a fairly significant root intrusion. You can see it's blocking nearly 100% of the pipe. I'm going to pause my recording here for a moment. I want to get some water running down in this pipe. That'll help keep the camera lens clean as I push through this sewer debris. Okay, I've got some water running now via a hose in the clean-out, and as you can see, this area is draining through this small opening here to the left of this root mass. Further in the line, we've got more root intrusions, creating partial blockage. Go ahead and get the camera all the way down in the system as far as I can. Hopefully we'll get all the way to city sewer connection. And then I will shut the water off and we'll actually inspect the line backwards as we pull the camera back up. This looks like our city sewer connection here. Somewhere. Nope, that wasn't it. This is probably it. There we go. There's our city sewer, 104 feet. Alright, I'm going to pause my recording again while we let the water run off, then we'll look at the line. Okay, I've let the water run off, so we'll be able to pull the camera back now and examine the pipe. Now right here at 104 feet, this is where the pipe is beginning to connect into the city sewer. You can just see right there the opening that's leading from your pipe into city sewer. I would suggest that is a significant root mass. I would suggest contacting the city's Department of Public Works and suggest to them that this sewer line, their portion of the sewer line, needs to be cleared of root intrusions that are beginning to block your entry point. You can let them know that you've recently had a video examination performed of your main sewer line, and your sewer inspector has observed significant root masses inside the city sewer just beyond the saddle connection. Now, although that portion of the system will be maintained by the city, the remainder of the line from that connection all the way back to the house is the responsibility of the property owner. So we're going to have a look at the pipe's condition. Now, root intrusion inside a older vitrified clay pipe main sewer line is very common and Normally it's just a matter of keeping the roots maintained with regular sewer line cleanings. It's when they become excessive that they can cause blockages in the line. They can also cause damage to the clay pipe. So I'm specifically looking for areas that may have been damaged by these root intrusions. There's some typical shifting, no damage. Again, a slight shift in the pipe joint. That's fairly common for a clay system. Okay, here we're heading back into the more significantly root intruded area. Next one's right here. And because I can't see the inner wall of the pipe, I cannot determine if these roots have caused damage to the system. This is a significant root intrusion here. But you can see I can only see half the pipe, just the left side of it. So I am going to be recommending a thorough sewer line cleaning to eliminate these root intrusions. And the type of cleaning I'm going to be recommending is hydrojetting. Hydrojetting is a fairly aggressive method of sewer cleaning that incorporates high pressure water, and it actually scours out the pipe to eliminate all the root masses, whereas snaking oftentimes just drills a small hole through the pipe, such as what we see here, through the root intrusion, such as what we see here. So I don't believe the conventional mechanical method of sewer line snaking will bring the system back to a condition that can be examined for damage, and also eliminating all of its roots. Once the hydrojet cleaning has been performed, I'm going to be recommending a re-examination of the pipe. We need to determine if these areas where these significant root intrusions are located, we need to determine if the pipe has been broken or damaged by these roots. And if it has been, then of course we'll be recommending excavation and repair of these areas. If there is no damage, then the hydrojetting will clear the line, bringing it back to a condition that can then be maintained with mechanical cleanings once a year, every 8 months or so. So either way, the hydrojetting is recommended, and the follow-up video examination is recommended to determine if the pipe is damaged. Now, all of the other non-root intruded areas, I don't see any damage to the pipe. I see typical shifting at the joint areas, which is common for a clay sewer pipe, but no damage caused by seismic activity. But again, at the root intruded areas, you can see, just as well as I can see, I cannot see the inner wall of the pipe to determine its condition. So a hydrojetting is going to be recommended, and then a follow-up examination after that cleaning is performed to assess the pipe's condition for any potential damage. If the pipe is found to be damaged, further recommendations for repairs will be made. If it is not found to be damaged, recommendations for maintenance procedures will be made at that time. So that's going to conclude the video portion of this examination. This is Chris Griffin with Sewerline Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a pleasant day.